Good morning, Oxford Academy. I hope everyone is having a great day.
Welcome back to another episode of OATV. Let's get right into the news update.
Welcome to the OA News Update, the segment that is always part of the broadcast. With the holidays coming up and with Thanksgiving shortly behind us, Dr. Anthony Fauci has stated that the U.S. may see surge upon surge of the virus in the weeks ahead. So, make sure to stay safe, Patriots. Theaters are one part of life that has been impacted by the pandemic. Thus, Universal Pictures is testing a new release strategy involving only 17 days of theater exclusivity before moving to video on demand. The first movie to try this, The Croods: A New Age, has opened better than expectations, grossing $14.2 million in 5 days. Finally, a completed recount in Wisconsin has confirmed Biden's win in the state, seeing near identical results, with an 87-vote gain for Biden after the recount. That's all for today, and remember to always keep your eye on the news.
PTSA presents Virtual Winter Raffle. The deadline to purchase tickets is December 4th at 5:59 p.m. Ticket prices are $2 for $5, $5 for $10, and $12 for $20. So buy your tickets for a chance to get them on your hands. All proceeds go towards supporting student scholarships and activities here at Oxford Academy. Buy your tickets today at this link below.
Check this.
Last call for all bio scholars. The USA Bio-Olympiad is the premier biology competition in the US that allows high school science students to take their skills beyond the classroom experience to the level of international competitiveness. Over 10,000 students challenge this free exam every year, and we have been very fortunate to send some of our own Patriots to the semifinals. This free 2021 exam is available to all interested students in grades 9 through 12 and looks great on your college apps. Email Mrs. Morrissey ASAP for more information, resources, and registration information before the December 11th registration deadline.
Now we have compliments for a couple OA Patriots.
The first compliment is for Manya Aurora in 8th grade. You're such a hard worker in the junior high ASB class, and I really respect that about you. Thank you for the best minute taking ever. From Brian Pham.
Our next compliment is to Purnima Suresh in 8th grade. Thank you so much for always being there for me. Your love and support are what have allowed me to finally flourish. You have the best laugh ever, so never stop smiling and laughing. From Kuhu Gupta.
You already know what time it is.
That's right. Coming up is another segment of Talk Time with Tyler Mitchell.
Thanks, OATV. Hello, Oxford Academy, and welcome back to another episode of Talk Time with Tyler Mitchell. I'm Tyler Mitchell, and it's time to talk. First on the agenda, birthdays. So join me in wishing Senor Choi, Senor Stefan, Mr. Jones, and all my Sagittarius out there a happy birthday. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a second. 2, 3, 4, 5. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Senor Stefan on the 2nd, Senor Choi on the 3rd, Mr. Jones on the 6th, and all my Sagittarius between November 22nd and December 21st. Happy birthday to you. Woo! So, Patriots, if you see any of these Patriots in the hallways, the virtual hallways that is, why not wish them a happy birthday? And now, it's time for a challenge of the week. So, this week, since the holiday season is upon us, I want to see your items that resemble the holiday season. So for me, it is hot chocolate and marshmallow because I gobble through this thing in like 2 weeks tops until my mother stops me. Yeah, I might have a sugar addiction. Just kidding. I know how to regulate. So, you know the traditional entry routes. TylerDylanMitchell@gmail.com, Tyler Dylan Mitchell on Instagram, or 1037855 at student.auhsd.us. You'd think that's easier, but I was struggling with that. But anyways, that's it for today. Signing off, I'm Tyler Mitchell. And I'll catch you on the flip side.
Next up, we have another episode of the OA Sportscast.
What's up, Patriots? Welcome back to another episode of OA Sportscast. I hope you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving break. My name is Justin Chow, and let's get to it. So for today's video, we have an alumni interview with the one and only Eric Ho. Shout out to Jason Ho for this amazing edit. Okay, let's watch it now. Let's go, guys.
First of all, I think you're hyping me up too much. I'm not that good. But I played varsity for 3 years from my sophomore to my senior year. That was 2017 to 2019. I am part of the class of 2019. Graduated and now am a sophomore at the University of California, Irvine.
Tell us, what do you miss most about your time playing high school basketball in Oxford?
Well, if you ask me, and if you ask anyone else that plays in a team sport, I think 9 times out of 10 they're gonna say the culture, right? The family atmosphere. And I have to say the same thing. I miss my guys, I miss being with the team. I miss the long bus rides that we had together, the joking around, the rap battles, the roast battles, all that stuff. That's my favorite part about it.
There's a lot about playing high school sports that can be difficult personally or perhaps cohesively as a team. What was the defining struggle in your team playing at Oxford?
Oxford Academy is strange because we're not a athletically focused school. So what that means is that a lot of us are doing other things other than basketball. You know, we're so caught up in so much of our homework and our grades and stuff like that, it's hard to give basketball 100%. I don't want to say regret, but that's one of the things I look back on and I wish I just gave more to the program. But you know, at Oxford Academy, it's a little bit harder than that because, you know, I hate to say it, but so for a lot of us, including me as well, basketball is more like a secondary thing. It's always this first and then basketball. That isn't really fair to the coach. I feel really bad for him, Coach Storm. He did as much as he can with our group of guys who were really dysfunctional because of that. But yeah, just putting in that effort, 100% of the time, being 100% focused to the sport.
Going back to your senior season, sports might have been at an all-time high in Oxford history. And perhaps for good reason. So take me through the 18-19 varsity season.
I felt like our senior season was the time for us to really capitalize on a lot of the work that we put on the last 3 years. I felt like we had a lot of potential as a team, especially a lot of our players. Our class was, it was me, I had Eric Son, one of my best friends, Movin Sal, one of my best friends, David Yee, Josh Kung, and Justin Botros coming from a very young sophomore class team. We were, gunning to win a lot of it. It's just that, again, you can't procrastinate on this thing where you're just gonna get good by senior year, and I think a lot of us hope that by the time we got to our senior year, a lot of the talent will kind of shrivel down to our level, but that's not the right thinking, right? You gotta have that mama mentality. Again, you gotta be able to develop over time. And because you weren't able to put in that 100% effort from our freshman year to our senior year, we never really got to hone our skills and see our development the rest of the way. If you look at myself as a player from my junior year and my senior year, there's really not much of an improvement. We had the potential, again, like I said, but it's just potential, right? Talent is nothing without the hard work put into it.
What is one piece of advice you give to any athlete in the Oxford sports program now?
Enjoy every moment of it. The one thing I miss the most about high school is sports. Being around that culture, being in a practice, being in a competitive setting, playing on a team. That experience, if you're not good enough to play in college, right, you're most likely never going to get that experience again. So you have to be able to cherish that moment. You're going to tell your coach, hey coach, I'm going to be part of this team. I'll be your team captain. I'll be your sixth man. I'll be your point guard. I'll be your shooting guard. I'll be your lead swimmer. I'll be your sprinter. You got to be able to put 100% into that, so that when you leave, you don't look back and say, man, I wish I could have done more.
You heard it here, folks. One of the primetime athletes from Oxford Academy History of Athletics.
If I'm prime time, we have a bad bunch.
Okay, well that's it, Patriots. I hope you guys have an amazing week and peace out.
That's all we have for today. Signing off, I'm Darwin.
And I'm Steven. Have an amazing week, Patriots.